Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Manny Magi coming at you with a pack opening. I'm going to open up a booster box worth of both Lorwyn Eclipse and the newly released Secrets of Strixhaven. I've got 30 packs each here in my inventory. I'm not going to say how I acquired them. But yeah, everyone else does pack videos. I figured I would do a pack opening video as well, just so I can truly look like an MTG-tuber. I would like to bring attention real quick to below my avatar here. From now on, you'll get to see my kitty cam. Right now it's on Ditzy. But yeah, I just decided it'd be a funny little addition. So and you may not be able to hear them with the noise suppression stuff, but they are currently going absolutely nuts with the crazies. They've been spending the past few minutes staring at the wall demons, and now they are going absolutely freaking nuts. So, yeah, the kitty cam will be both on my gameplay screen and my Be Right Back screen. So, for about, I believe, a minute and a half, it will show my information, and then after that it will switch over to the cam with the same screen name down at the bottom, so people know, if they come in, what they're walking in on. But it will still have that cam right there. So yeah, that's what that's all about. I will be adding new images as it comes along. I'm constantly taking pictures of my kits, so uh, so yeah, expect more of that. Um, like I said, I've got two booster boxes worth of packs here, 30 packs each. Right now, I am, for the most part, chasing two vampire cards specifically. Uh, well, I guess only really one, because the other is not going to be all that relevant for for my main adventure, because, well, there's no commander in this part, really. That's the realm of champions. But oh, and there they go, running behind me. Anyway, the one that I want for my commander deck, which is not applicable here, is Emeritus of Woe, because that is just gonna be a busted card. And then for this, for my actual adventure, I am specifically chasing Stenzia Sanguinist, because it comes with Exsanguinate as its prepared spell, and it is abusable or repeatable. So that is going to replace my Exsanguinate spell in my vampire deck. So, and Ditzy has just jumped up onto my laptop stand by my desk. But so yeah, those are going to be what I'm chasing. But before I get to that, I'm going to, because those are both in the Strixhaven packs. So first we're going to open Lost Caverns, Lorwyn Eclipsed first. So there we go. Now let's go ahead and start flipping these. Let's see here. Whenever this creature enters or transforms into Schling rekindled. You may discard a card. I don't think this... Oh, yep, it does. Okay, there we go. I probably won't play this card because I don't play blue. I'd play this because I could play 2 red mana, pay 2 red mana for it. Let's see. I am once again a really big fan of lands like these. These just look so darn good. Oh, I already have this from my adventure. Deals 5 damage to a target creature. My last stream, I said I was going to collect cards like this from, you know, the main sets, and or I shouldn't say main sets, but I'm going to collect cards from the most recent sets and try and build something to kind of counter the power creep, and stuff like that vampire card, Stencia Sanguinist, is really going to help with that, because I will get both a blood token when she enters under, or if Anya's on the field, and then I can, you know, use Exsanguinate. Plus, it gives my attacking stuff Death Touch, even if it doesn't have Death Touch. So, Bloodthirsty Aerialist would get it. My Vampire tokens that Sorin makes would get it. It's just... it's a major buff to the deck. And we haven't seen any of the showcase cards yet. Part of a sacrificial goblin deck right here, which I wonder if that's kind of the build I should go for, is, you know, spamming tokens and then killing tokens. Or I can also do Blight as my deck, because Blight is... I had a lot of fun playing Blight when I tested the theme decks for this. It wasn't in the colors that I like, but it was still fun, like really fun. So let's see, would not play that. Move 1 time. Target creature can't block this turn. This could be abusable, because you just use Blight and keep moving stuff onto there. Let's see, when this creature becomes a coward, and it's a base of 1, and it's perpetual. It doesn't say until end of turn. Oh, there's a showcase card, and it's in a color I won't play. There's another, and then another. Ooh, look at that bad boy. Let's see here. A lot of shapeshifter cards. There's another Blight. Maybe I can use the Blight cards to hit the goblins. Okay, this is quite a bit. Okay. So another target creature I control gains flying and lifelink until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost if the spell's mana value is less or equal to the amount of life gained or amount of life you gained this turn, otherwise put into your hand. Okay. Vivid. When this creature enters, create X 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Untap or tap 3 untapped creatures you control. This creature gets +3/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. Ooh. Here's a chase card, or here's a showcase card. Let's see. One that I'll actually keep. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals X cards from their hand, where X is the number of goblins you control. You choose one of those cards. That player exiles it. If an instant or sorcery card was exiled this way, you may cast it for as long as you control this creature, and mana of any type can be spent. All that for just a combined 3 mana. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of goblins that to behold a goblin, choose a goblin you control, or reveal a goblin from your hand. Huh. Can't block, but when it dies, destroy target creature and opponent controls with power 2 or less. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to build a Blight deck. A Blight Goblin deck. And then, whatever cards we don't want, we'll just sell to our local shop here in the game. This is probably a holographic version. Or foil version. I remember saying holographic for, like, back in the early days of Pokemon, we would call the shiny ones that, and I have no idea why. I don't know if we were wrong. I don't know if everyone else was calling it that. I no idea where I even picked it up. It's just that's what we called it. Or maybe that's just what I called it. I don't know. I don't remember. It was when I was freaking 8. So let's see. At the beginning of your end step, you remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. When you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Alright. Ouch. Alright. Alright. I don't know if anyone who's currently subscribed to me has been following my Twitter shenanigans. I've been going a little hard on freaking the quartering lately, and I don't regret it, like, at all. He has really embarrassed the MTG community by proxy, even though he was kicked out of it, even though freaking I didn't even know he had an MTG channel until all this started going down. You know, I just remember him as the you know, back during the Gamergate days and stuff like that. Not even that, like after Gamergate. Ooh. This could help with a especially with only being 1 black, but this could really help blight stuff and kill off goblins for effect. Oh, that came with the latest update. As soon as you have 4 of a card, it then auto selects anything more to go ahead and sell. It does not apply to lands. I don't know yet if it also applies to cards where you can have multiples past 4. Like Nazgul, you can have up to 9 in your deck. Heir apparents, you can have as many as you want. And various squirrels, you can do that. So I'm not sure if it does that. I'll have to keep an eye out. But yeah, Goblin Elf Blight is probably going to be a deck for me in the very near future. Because here's some more Blight. So right now, all I'm really paying attention to are the goblins. At least until we get to Secrets of Strixhaven. Then I'm going to be paying attention to the vampires. But yeah, I've been watching so many people give their takes on Hambly and the crap that he has been pulling. And it is such a betrayal of freaking just everything he claimed to have stood for. And there's a reason why they're calling him, you know, the griftering and stuff like that. It's like he never truly, he doesn't truly believe in anything. He only believes what is popular or whatever will get him the most money lately. I thought it was pretty scummy when he started grifting off of Charlie Kirk's death, suddenly pretending that he's a Christian now and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of hard to be a Christian when your wife is getting railed out by 2 different dudes. And, you know, I don't give 2 shits about saying that. You know, if you didn't want your wife to be involved in stuff, you know, in your controversies and whatnot, you shouldn't have ever fucking mentioned her. See, that's the great thing about playing a character online like this. Like, I can hide as much as I want. The only things like if someone makes fun of my cats, I'm going to have to put up with it. But he sits there and says, "Oh, make fun of me all you want, but leave my wife out of this." It's like, you didn't leave your wife out of this. Two showcase cards in. Oh, but that one's red and blue. Hi. Kin binding. Creatures you can control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. Jesus. Reading the card explains the card, but you have to get through reading the card first. So this guarantees that you'll get at least +1/+1. Alright. That would, I wonder if that would be good with the vampire, or not vampires, the goblins. Aw, too bad. Bye-bye. Seeing some repeats here. Okay, so this is going to be foil. Soul Immolation. As an additional cost to cast this spell, Blight X. X can't be greater than the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Soul Immolation deals X damage to each opponent and each creature they control. So you can't kill... Well, you could kill off a creature, you know, with your own blight. So it has to be used on something with a toughness more than 2 or more than 1, so 2 or more. But if it's already got blight counters on it, I could still kill off a token or a goblin with this and still activate some kind of effect with that. We already have that one. Since we already have that one, this might either the last one or this one might be foil. Ew. I remember seeing people go absolutely gaga over this on Twitter. And of course it was all about you can tell what they were going after. It's because her freaking feet is exposed. You know fetish art when you see it. This is fetish art. The artist knew what they were doing. Mr. Victor Adami Minguez? Minguez? Manuel? No, not Manuel. Freaking, he knew what he was doing. Listen, she's never going to fuck you. Alright? She's 2D for one. For second of all, even if she would fuck you, she's an elf. Which means they don't wash their feet. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but trust me, it's a fact. So those hooves are gonna fucking reek. It's not gonna be an enjoyable experience. Alright? Just know it's not going to be as enjoyable. It like Jake Skywalker said in The Last Jedi, this is not going to go the way you think. Goblin Warrior. These goblins are such assholes. This is not a prank. Making someone vomit their insides is not a prank. Like, that's just mean. But then again, I like playing the bad guy. So I will play the mean goblin. Oh, that is creepy. That is. Okay. Each opponent loses 6. Someone partners you control. That's not going to equate to much life lost. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's see. Oh, that is some surreal shit right there. When this creature enters, if 2 white was spent to cast it, return target creature with a mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. When this creature enters, if 2 black was spent to cast it, put 3 -1/-1 counters on up to 1 target creature. And it has evoke. Any other Elf Warrior, not what I'm looking for, but okay, it does enter with 3 -1/-1 counters on it though. There's an elf in the graveyard. This creature. Okay, so I have to sacrifice something, have it in the graveyard for that thing to really work. Goblin Sorcerer, okay. Ooh, can't be countered. I like that. Oh, this is that big one everyone went fucking crazy for. I hope I get multiple copies of it, because I will definitely play this. That's the highlight from that pack right there. Okay, Blight 1, and deals 2 damage to each opponent. Okay. That's probably going to be an instant inclusion too. Moon Shadow. Enters with 6 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever one or more permanent cards are put into my graveyard from anywhere while this creature has -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Okay. So that'll work with me killing off, which one is it? Killing off goblins. This will be an instant inclusion as well. No thanks. Nope. 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 Alright. I think this will be an instant inclusion as well. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Other giants you control double strike. I'm not a big fan of giants, but I'll keep it around. Eclipsed Boggart. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a goblin, swamp, or mountain card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Ooh. I like that. This is return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If this isn't your main phase, Blight 2. Get rid of that. Still got quite a few packs to go through, which is good. Choose a creature type, return all creature. Graveyard to... That's an instant inclusion. So I can recycle the goblins I killed. Perfect intimidation. And this is got like the stuff we would want to blight. Alright. When this creature dies, if it had a -1/-1 counter on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control and it loses all abilities. So I could at least use that once and then still get it back. And then still have a, 4/2 fighter, beater type on my when this creature enters, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And this would count as a goblin as well. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Bogart Mischief. When this enchantment enters, you may blight 1. If you do, create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens. Whenever a goblin creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This may help with blighting, so. And plus there's a little control there with having my opponent's discard. So that's probably a good inclusion. Kindle the Inner Flame. Create a token that's a copy of a target creature you control, except it has haste, and at the beginning of this step, or at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this token. Okay. I've never played the Behold mechanic yet. Alright, that was it for the Lorwyn Eclipse boosters. Now we go into my quote-unquote box of my Secrets of Strixhaven cards. Okay, so there are a bunch of cards I have not seen before. And Ditzy has joined me once again. Okay, deals X damage to target creature where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. Exile cards from the top of your library equal to the excess damage dealt to that creature this way. You may play those cards until the end of your next turn. Wander off. Exile target creature. Pretty simple. Pretty effective. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. Ooh, Lotus Spray. Creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Or I can cycle it. Destroy target creature. Johnny no longer wanted to swing his axe in battle, but nothing came easier to him than defending those who needed protection. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Sorry, I know people love the Japanese cards, but if I can't read it, and yes, I could just flick it up to just get all the text on it, but I don't want to do that. I like being able just to appreciate the card like this, where I've got the full aesthetic, and then I've got all the rules text at the bottom at the same time. So I would like to see, like, someone in Japan playing this game and playing cards like this. You know, I would love to see what their field would look like. I bet it would look pretty cool. It's not for me though. You know, I've noticed that the majority of common and uncommon prepared creatures don't have a way to re-prepare. And that freaking, you know, it's rare and mythics that can. And I also saw that while playing, that the prepared card needs to be played from exile. I had not initially known that. I did not understand how the mechanic worked, but after playing on my personal account, I figured it out. So, which means when I eventually add Emeritus of Woe to my commander deck, I won't look like a complete novice, which is it's a pretty good reason to play something like Forge and whatnot. So let's start from the top here. Yeah, I'll get rid of that because there's that green mana up in the top there. Okay. In the center. I'm not really too interested in playing pests, to be absolutely honest. I just need one of my that one vampire I need. Just need one. But I just need a zombie. Okay. But trying to keep a keen eye out for Stensia Sanguinis, but I'm not seeing many cards that will go with the Blight deck that I want to build. I may just have to pull and pull and pull more, but one thing I also wanted to talk about was I was yesterday years old when I stumbled across a video that a YouTuber called Kiwi Tapes had put out. And I say stumbled upon because even though I'm subscribed to him, I never got a notification for it. But I got to watch it, and it was about a twat, an absolute cunt nugget named Nova Online, who is a chomo. A YouTube friendly way of saying, a PDF file. Yeah. And he has this absolutely retarded segment. Oh, well, I just said retarded, so why should I censor anything else? He's a pedophile. There. Maybe if I say it fast enough, I'll get past the censors. Though it's 40 minutes in, I should be pretty safe. Frickin'... Oh, those didn't download. But he's, he loves going around like he's not a complete chomo. And that he's the good person and stuff like that. And he's tried to trick people into thinking, oh, there they go. But he loves to try and trick people into thinking that he's not a chomo. He's tried to offer up his services, quote unquote, to help bait child predators, even though what child predator would want him? It's like, dude, you're not a child. You're not their demographic. You should know that. But he's made several Discord servers that, you know, catered to kids and paired them with or I shouldn't say catered to, was very alluring to kids. And then he's very inconsistent with his my 18 plus fans that he likes to say. He finds the dumbest videos to put that on or to begin it with. It just doesn't make any sense, and that's okay because it's an act. That's why it doesn't make sense. It's an act. Frickin', if he had 18 plus fans and that's all he wanted, he wouldn't be doing this shit on fucking TikTok. A platform that loves to cater to people with short attention spans, aka kids. Ooh. I like seeing this Mystic Archive showcase with the Phyrexian symbol, the completed symbol up at top. That's pretty bitchin' right there. But so I'm watching this this video by Kiwi Tapes, and there's a segment that comes on from Nova. 1 second. Whoops, I'm back. So he comes out with this segment called Rip It or Clip It, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. Because he's ripping open packs. Originally, he had stolen his jingle that he begins it with from other YouTubers, and that's his modus operandi. He never comes up with anything unique. So for his pack openings of whatever he decides to play, it with his main one being Pokemon, freaking he says, you know, should I rip it or should I clip it, blah blah blah, nothing but shit. I don't give a fuck to listen to all of it. I get stuck on that first part. Should I rip it or should I clip it? What the fuck does that even mean? Like, he's never once explained that, and he has decided not to open packs, and then he just sets them to the side. It's like, well, what the fuck are you quote unquote clipping then? If you're just not opening it, what's clipping? It shows the desperation of freaking... He was getting called out over and over and over again for stealing someone else's jingle. And the reason why he changed it was to try and get around that. Especially now that he tries to put a audio watermark over his stuff. It's like, well, you can't do that. It's not your exclusive property of the new Vine universe, the Chovine universe, really, on TikTok and YouTube. If you're stealing someone else's stuff, it's not exclusively yours then. But I guess enough people pointed out, so he just came up with some retarded ass rhyme that makes no fucking sense, that has nothing to do with what he's actually putting out there. But it sounds catchy to his immature hoarder ass mind. And then he tries to act like, oh, I'm a sad boy. It's like, no, you're not. You're faking it. The only thing he's sad about is people won't let him forget that they know that he's a chomo, because he keeps getting exposed for it. Where's my Stensia card? And then, of all things, the pack that he decides to open was TMT, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit. Why am I not fucking surprised? Why am I not surprised that the shittiest set released this year would be liked by a child molester? Like, my shock value is, look at me right now. Look up in the corner. This is my shocked face. I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked. I'm actually really glad that lined up that way. That was shocked. I am shocked. Well, not that shocked. Man, I just want one card. One card from the entire set to put in my deck. There will be times, like, there will be entire streaks where I will never draw that card. I am absolutely a fan of the freaking the Mystic Archive. This. I am absolutely a fan of that. I think that is a pretty cool way to present a card. Ooh, man, that just looks so good. Compared to the TMNT ugly ass land cards, which are liked by ugly ass chomos. Go figure. Hell yeah. Everyone likes this just for the the cool factor of the card. It's such a classic and everything. And I'm never going to use it. That's right. I am not going to use it. It's not as good as other tutors out there. And I was just at locals today, at one of my locals, and I point out why it's so bad. It's that second line right there. Put that card on top. For 1 mana, for 1 more mana, for 2 black mana, I can have it in my hand instead. So I'd much rather have it in my hand. Another Lotus Spray. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. There we go. Steal the show. So this isn't the vampire I wanted, but it is a vampire nonetheless. Whenever a creature you control with power or toughness 1 or less dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And then last gasp. It said last gasp. It said last gasp. I'm beginning to think I'm not going to get the card I want. I swear these packs went much faster than the rest of the ones I was opening today. And I think that has to do with me ranting about a chomo. And maybe it also has to do with the fact that there's a card I was really hoping for, but I have yet to see. Paradigm. Okay. So, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Then exile this spell. After you first resolve a spell with this name, you may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each of your first main phases. I can see why this would be a mythic. You can mill the fuck out of someone with this. Oh no, only 2 packs left. I'm really going to go through an entire box and not get the card that I want. Tragedy Feaster. I'd happily play some demons. Oh, last pack. Well, fucking poo.
This is why no one likes Magic the Gathering.
Okay, Arcane Omens. Converge. Target player discards X cards, where X cards are the number of close. This is spell. Raise dead again. Okay. Choose it to 1. Well, fucking shit. I was really hoping for those, well, not even both of them, just one. Because I just need the Stensia Sanguinist. Maybe I'll have to go around and buy a singles of it. But on my next stream, I will go and sell the rest of these. And, you know, sell all the cards that I didn't want. And hopefully we will be able to try this again. Maybe start out that stream with more pack openings or whatever. But it was a little depressing not seeing the cards that I wanted. What I'll also do is start putting together the goblins for my Blight Goblin deck. So, if you like this stream, you can tap the like button, drop a sub on the battlefield, give it a share on all your socials to help spread the word, and or use your keyword ability Hindsight, and for 1 mana of any color, comment on all my misplays below. Or I guess this would be mispulls? Don't forget to check out my Rumble channel and my other socials. If you like MTG Forge and want to explore it, maybe using it as a tool to make your own decks better or head out onto your own adventure, or maybe just pull a whole bunch of packs yourself, a link to the GitHub page will be in the description below. If you want to show some support for what I'm doing, feel free to visit my Ko-Fi. The names of my monthly Ko-Fi contributors will replace my name under producer in the credits of every new video. Or if you want to send that appreciation to the amazing team dedicated to keeping this labor of love going, feel free to visit their own Ko-Fi. Both will be linked in the description below. Until next time, this has been Manny Magi, the Masked Magic Man, on my grand pulls. Insert original send-off here.